Luxury sports car manufacturer Jaguar has added another car to its lineup of SUVs, with the new E Pace that offers buyers a smaller, and cheaper, alternative to the F Pace. The 5-seat crossover is the third car in the company's move towards SUVs. It will join the critically acclaimed F Pace and the upcoming all-electric I Pace. The new E Pace shares several components with the Range Rover Evoque, says car buyer. It's also a direct rival to the Audi Q3 and the Mercedes GLA. Here's everything you need to know about the new SUV. Price and release. Orders for the E Pace are now open, says the Daily Express, with prices starting at £28,500 for the entry-level variant. Range-topping first edition models, featuring 20 inches diamond-finished alloy wheels and a panoramic roof, start at £47,800. But this particular model is only available for those who order it this year. Design. The E Pace has a much more rounded aesthetic than the F Pace, although it incorporates several cues from Jaguar's lineup. Styling for the E Pace has been inspired by the F-Type, the company says, which can be seen in the SUV's rounded grille and headlights. Air vents nestling in the front bumper have also been derived from the sports car, as have the muscular arches above the rear wheels. Its tail light cluster is similar to that of the I Pace, including the sharper edges to a thin LED strip running from the rear side paneling to the boot lid. The E Pace also gets a sloping roofline at the rear, a styling cue that features on both the F and I Pace. According to Auto Express, the E Pace is referred to as Combat Jaguar, a reference to its connection with the larger F Pace. The name is cheekily referenced in a small graphic around the edge of the windscreen, with the mother Jaguar being followed by her cub. Interior. The F-Type theme continues on the inside, says Autocar. Jaguar has included the sports car's low grub rail and a stick shifter for the automatic gearbox rather than a rotary controller. Design chief Ian Callum told the magazine the company has worked hard on the interior perceived quality, with the right use of metals and materials. Drivers can spec a 12.3 inches TFT digital instrument panel and a head-up display, says Auto Express, while all models come fitted with the 10.2 inches touchscreen for the infotainment system. Sadly, you will still have to make do with Jaguar's In-Control Pro suite of apps, the magazine says, instead of the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto systems that appear on most of the E Pace's rivals. Technology. Jaguar offers a host of driverless tech, says the Daily Telegraph, including a stereo camera to enable autonomous emergency braking plus lane keep assist and traffic sign recognition. It can also detect and avoid pedestrians that may stray into the road. Buyers can spec the company's intelligent speed limiter and driver condition monitor, which is able to detect and alert the driver if they show signs of drowsiness, adds the newspaper. PocketLint says buyers can also choose to get 4G Wi-Fi and 5 USB charging sockets in their E Pace, as well as choose an option that allows them to open their car using a wristband. These connectivity options also mean they can use their smartphone to remotely lock or unlock. Drivers can store their mobile phone or tablet in the huge bin in the center console, says Top Gear, and it can also be used to store a pair of large wine bottles. Jaguar has also fitted a large, boxy boot, because the E Pace is a family car at heart. Engines and performance. Jaguar launched the E Pace with a selection of 2.0-liter four-cylinder Ingenium engines, and power outputs ranging from a 148 bhp diesel to a 296 bhp petrol, says Evo. Base-spec diesel motors come with a 6-speed manual transmission, while the rest of the range will have a 9-speed ZF automatic gearbox. Buyers can choose between 3 different drivetrains, including a front-wheel drive layout for the 148 bhp diesel and a 4-wheel drive system for models further up the range. Rounding off the lineup is an active driveline all-wheel drive system, which Evo says can direct almost all the engines to work to the rear axle when needed. Buyers seeking the most efficient model should opt for the 148 bhp diesel, says car buyer, as it has a fuel economy of 60.1 miles per gallon. This lowers to 54.3 miles per gallon on the 178 bhp model and 45.6 miles per gallon on the 237 bhp diesel variant. Fuel economy isn't as good on petrol models. The website says the 247 bhp and 296 bhp variants return 36.7 and 35.3 miles per gallon respectively. Reviews. Every element of the interior feels like a Jaguar, says Autocar, including the swooping dashboard and the grab handle and the center console derived from the company's F-Type sports car. The end result looks pretty good and the cabin feels focused around the driver, the magazine says. Some of the plastics don't match the quality of the E Pace's German rivals, but the SUV's interior still feels premium. There's enough space for 4 adults, says Auto Express, while 5 can fit at a push. Storage is plentiful thanks to multiple cubbyholes placed around the cabin, as well as a generous 577-liter boot. Optional extras include a powered tailgate and autonomous braking, the magazine says. Buyers who opt for the mid-range SE model will get these included as standard. On the road, the E Pace's 4-cylinder Ingenium engine produces adequate performance, while the 9-speed automatic gearbox is usefully smooth in auto or manual modes, says Evo. The SUV's chassis is a better effort, says the magazine. Jaguar has refined its new electric steering system and kept any excessive body roll under control. Rivals. The midsize SUV segment is highly competitive, with the E Pace facing a host of competitors that have been in the crossover market significantly longer than Jaguar has. BMW's X3 and the Audi Q3 will be the car's closest rivals, says Autocar. They both cost between £28,000 and £30,000, meaning Jaguar's offering will sit in the middle of them. While its German rivals closely resemble the bigger SUVs in their respective ranges, Jaguar's designers have been bolder by taking their inspiration from Jaguar's F-Type sports car, What Car? Says. This could prove to be one of the key selling points of the British SUV. Despite the likes of the Audi RS-Q3 offering sporty looks and performance, such models often come with significantly higher price tags. The Mercedes GLA can also be seen as a rival to the E Pace, although What Car? Says it isn't as spacious or cheap as its rivals and comes with noisy diesel engines.